to visit a country just across our border. You know, it's to Tulum. It's like a 2-hour and 20-minute flight from Dallas, and experience the least little taste of what life is like for so many others in the world. I mean, the abject poverty is soul-crushing. It's to me, it's one of the great incomprehensible tragedies that their leadership has done nothing to improve the lives of, what is it, 120 million people in Mexico? 130 million?
Yeah, I mean,
in a country with the kind of vast resources Mexico has, it's inexcusable what that country has to deal with.
century of socialism rule.
Yeah, it's so obvious what has happened. And again, you know, we take so many things for granted, like water. Water that comes out of the faucet. The water, their tap water is so bad, they tell you not to even brush your teeth with it, let alone drink it. I mean, you cannot drink it.
Right.
It's so bad, though, that you dare not even put it in your mouth to spit it back out.
Would you like ice with that? No.
No. Nope. There's a reason that Mexico is number one in the world in bottled water consumption, because they can't drink out of it. And there's other countries too. I think Egypt. I think a lot of countries don't have good water supply. But I mean, it is so prevalent there and so bad there that, you know, it's just bottled water everywhere you go. When you say at the restaurant, "Yeah, I just want water," it's coming in a big bottle, and they're, you know, because they have to. Otherwise, you're going to get, I don't know, tapeworms, dysentery, cholera. It's seriously bad news.
And what you want to do is go to the hospital.
In Mexico.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's what you want to do. Yes, exactly, because terrific doctors, though. Terrific. Yeah. The University of Chichen Itza is world-renowned for their medical school and their pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tapeworm expert.
Did you talk to anybody about Donald Trump down there?
No, because they all speak gibberish, so I couldn't really communicate with them very well. It's really kind of weird.
That is weird.
Does anybody speak a language here?
Baby talk.
The infrastructure there is, I mean, you know, we talk about our infrastructure and how we're going to fix it all the time and spend trillions of dollars on it. Where do you even begin to talk about the infrastructure in Mexico? Their roads are a disaster. In most places, they don't have potholes. They have moon craters.
Right.
It is incredible. There's debris everywhere. It's the weirdest thing. Piles of destroyed buildings, I guess. I don't know, piles of debris outside standing buildings. Either something was demolished there and they were going to get to a building project eventually and never did.
Right.
Or somebody conducted a bombing raid
which is
on
very
these
possible.
cities.
Which is very possible.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I have in Haiti, probably.
Yeah.
Sidewalks. Another thing you take for granted. Where there are sidewalks, they're crumbling and uneven. It's like when you walk by businesses and homes on the street that have sidewalks, it looks like each owner built their own section, their own 20-foot section of sidewalk, paid no attention to what anybody else was doing.
Probably did.
So they don't match. You know, they're 3 feet difference there, or they're crumbling and destroyed. And then you come to the toilet and sewer system problem. You can't flush toilet paper.
I've been waiting for you to say that.
Down the toilet.
That's a big rule.
Toilet paper can't be flushed in Mexico. What?
Nor Puerto Rico.
You're asking me.
Were we lucky enough to bring some back?
No, we weren't that lucky. Fortunately for you, we were not that lucky. But I thought it was a joke when they told me at first. What? No, you got to throw it in the garbage.
Ugh.
Okay, what? No.
No.
That is just nasty.
Did you try to flush it?
The toilet paper?
Toilet paper?
No.
Oh, okay.
Didn't take a chance?
No.
Is such a rule
Because the
follower.
last thing you want is a clogged toilet in your wherever you're
They
staying.
come in speaking gibberish, so mad at you.
Right. And the corruption. Then you come to the corruption. I mean, we were told by the locals that the police are so corrupt that if you get pulled over for any excuse, they'll find an excuse to take all your money from you. And I mean, we do that here too, but just not as often.
Yeah.
Our police wait for bigger chunks of money.
Yeah. We won't even bother if it's under 10,000. You can keep that.
You go ahead.
They'll take, all your pesos from you, apparently. And so we didn't even dare drive. So we took taxis everywhere.
Yeah.
Incredible. So how is it possible that the people in Mexico have not demanded that their corrupt politicians fix
Oh, I mean, so many
these
of them
catastrophic
come here,
problems?
right? And that's why so many of them come
That's
here.
why.
But see, that's why we can't fall asleep at the wheel here, because it doesn't take long for a nation to spiral into what you just experienced.
Right. It sure doesn't. Nope. And then once it does, it's really hard to get back to a decent place. I read that they're talking about investing $5 billion in infrastructure. And, some people might say, well, that's a good start. No. $5 trillion would be a good start.
Right.
I just don't.
I mean, $5 billion is not even going to take
nothing.
care of Chichen Itza.
No.
That might get that sidewalk lined up better.
It might get part of the sidewalk lined up
yeah.
better. But, yeah, you're not going to take care of the end. I mean, it's incredible because they're capable of so much more. I mean, we know a lot of things about Mexico. They've got natural resources. They have industrious people. They could do so much better than they're doing if they didn't have these corrupt politicians on the take. I don't know. I don't know how you fix it, but we should be demanding that they take care of their problem rather than sending all their problems northward.
Well, that's what's happening now. Right?
And now yes, I think that will happen. But, I mean, they've got oil. They have agricultural goods. We know about avocados from Mexico. Right? Car manufacturing. GM and Ford make a ton of vehicles there. Tourism is huge. And again, the people work hard. They're industrious. So what's the disconnect when they're capable of so much more? They just built a really beautiful, brand new airport. When we flew down there, we flew into Cancun and then drove down to our first place was Valladolid. But Tulum just built a brand new airport like a little over a year ago. And I no doubt it's because of the explosion in tourism. It's gone from just a sleepy little town to a really bustling tourism trap.
Did you stay my son goes down there and stays just on the resort
at Tulum?
No, but in Mexico. But
yeah.
They tell him you don't need to venture off the resort.
No, that's a lot of people say that. Yeah, you don't, because especially when you go down the main strip of town in Tulum, there's armed soldiers. I don't know, AK-47s or AR-15s, something semi-automatic, and in all their gear, So it's obviously dangerous because they're looking. It's such a drug cartel problem too. In addition to everything else, then you've got the drug cartels that run everything. Man. But they did build a nice airport, so my hat's off to them for that. It's small, but it's really nice. But I will say we got a little surprise at the airport buying snacks yesterday.
Uh-oh.
We bought. I got a little bag of peanuts. It was about that size. Jackie got the same size chocolate covered almonds. $28.
Oh, that's not bad.
Really?
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
on vacation.
$14 a piece.
You're on vacation.
Whatever. Yeah, we paid it. Don't get me wrong. But my son and his wife got the same 2 little bags, and then 3 bottles of water. $45. It's like,
did you understand them properly?
That's what I said. Wait, am I understanding you? Because you're speaking a lot of gibberish. Did you say $28? Yes. See, You mean 28 pesos? You can't be saying $28 American, right? But they were. So my little pro tip to you is if you go to Mexico, bring your swimming trunks and don't buy the snacks at the Tulum airport because
probably need a couple extra Ziploc bags for that toilet paper too.
Yes. Man, again, fix your country.